Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Super Castlevania 4 on the Japanese Super Famicom, and this was strangely the first game I bought when I acquired a Super Famicom a year or so ago, and I got a pretty nice copy. To be fair, I think I paid about £26 for this delivered, which was a bit of a billy bargain, and I have to say, it's a very good Castlevania game. It's a worthy addition to my Super Famicom collection. And whether it is my favourite Castlevania game in the series is debatable. I've probably at this point spent more time with the original. It's just something about that game that's just so incredible, considering it was the... well, I suppose it arguably wasn't the first attempt on the NES, because I think there was like an MSX version before it or something, but I might be incorrect there. But either way, it was the first attempt at a Castlevania type game as far as I know, and it was just so well done, so well orchestrated. Incredible game. Unfortunately, I've got a European NES and there's no way I'm doing gameplays on it, because some of the 50Hz conversions, although it's something I'm completely used to, anyone who lives in NTSC territory will undoubtedly notice the difference in not only the music speed or the gameplay. There's various weird things with the NES. Sometimes they try to match the musical speed and leave the gameplay the same, and vice versa. It's a whole world of a mess, I guess, but it's not a big concern to me. I'm just happy to have an 8-bit console, and that's got absolutely nothing to do with this gameplay at all. Just gone off on a wild tangent. I don't know if you can see it. Is that thing flashing like the eyes of the gargoyle? I'm pointing at the screen, but you can't see the screen. But I always try to think, well, what can you get something there? But it literally is just some flashing eyes. The thing that always makes me laugh about the Castlevania series is it almost feels like they're remaking the same game over and over. There's a lot of things that they use, you know, multiple times. Enemy types, weapons, even some of the levels. One thing I've always been keen on is this sort of secrets, you know, whipping boxes and trying to find different things. It's really madcap on the original game. Going back onto that, but it's also present here. It's got a very Super Nintendo orchestral soundtrack, which still sounds brilliant today. I would crank it up at my end, but it will probably create some delay of echo, and it's around about 8 AM Saturday morning. So another really welcome inclusion to this game is that you can use your special weapon with the touch of a button rather than having to press up and attack, which was always a little bit awkward during frantic play. I actually think the first Castlevania game I ever played was on the Game Boy, the Castlevania Adventure game, which I found extremely difficult, and obviously now, having the internet, it seems quite a few people shared that experience. I do own the sequel on the Game Boy. I played it a considerable amount on a caravanning holiday in Wales once. Very good game. Everything about it is good. And for a Game Boy title, I would say it was one of the most impressive. Anyway, talk about Castlevania 4. That's what everyone wants to hear about. I didn't have a Super Nintendo when it was launched, but this was one of the early games. I remember always getting this magazine called Total, Nintendo magazine, and this was heavily featured, you know, like a four, maybe 6-page review or something. But, very good for an early game on a console. And I must admit, it was the sort of Mode 7 type games that really made me jealous as a Mega Drive owner that didn't have a Super Nintendo. You know, Pilot Wings, F-Zero. Oh, didn't think. don't actually like this weapon, although the special weapon, although I hear it is the most powerful in the game. He's not going to drop until we go down, is he? I'll just mutter to myself there. Now we've got the notorious annoying enemies that the Castlevania series have coming up shortly. In this one it's a horse's head. Another one of those themes. Throw that on the ground. Yeah? Oh no. You can get yourself in such a muddle. It's clearly illustrated there with those types of enemies. I mean, there's so many mad things really when you think about it. Looking out that window, it looks like we're in space, doesn't it? Very bright stars. Oh my god, I've died. Oh dear. It has been a while since I played this, if I want to throw out some excuses. The reason why they give you that weapon. There's also this other move when you hold down the attack button, sort of a limp-wristed whip attack. It's actually fairly good. Can I entice these? Come on. Oh yeah. Oh, I fall into my trap. I am the vampire killer. Not again, Horsehead. Not this time. You also don't have to press up on the ladders. This is my favourite weapon in Castlevania, the time delay. That's how unadventurous I am. Oh, that could spell trouble if it decides to come back. But it's got me out of a great deal of trouble in the original game, the freeze time feature. Oh no! Oh, oh god. This is a bad gameplay. I mean, you can get this game on about everything known to man, I think now. I think this has just come out for the latest Casio scientific calculator, so... Ooh, what am I doing? Nobody knows. You know them platforms fold in. Don't stop me from hanging around on them. Don't want that. Just love the freeze time. Just let it dangle. Obviously, as in all the Castlevania games up to this point, you collect the hearts. Oh, not got enough hearts to activate the power. Oh no. Oh. Coming back once more. Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever want to see someone fumble through the first level of Super Castlevania, so on to stage 2. Not holding out much hope. Well, we're near the 10-minute mark anyway, so... Back out in the graveyard. Oh no. Not those touchy-feely hands. Shout out to the translucent monster. Oh, Trouble with spiders. There he is again. Oh. Interesting theme change. A lot of these are like mid-90s Konami games. They do seem to do this. Like Contra, Probotect on the Mega Drive. That goes off in some sort of weird places. I've also got the Castlevania game on the Mega Drive. That's a really good game. I remember when that came out, because people thought like Probotect or Contra and Castlevania would never come into Mega Drive. Then the like Konami games started to trickle through, and they were announced. It was pretty big at the time. There's certainly similarities with this game and the Mega Drive one, as there are with all Castlevania games. Oh. And I believe it was a different development team. Oh, I'm not getting that. These frogs are annoying. Oh no. It's gone on a mad run. I think that dropped you down. I don't want the axle. That's tough. Man, I'm dead. Oh, all that running around like I was in Sonic's not really helped, has it? Yeah, that's took me right back to the start. The land of slow moving platforms. Oh no, birds that run in the back of you. Oh my. Ultimate concentration now. Oh, bringing a little bit of slowdown. You can't really fault the game for that. Certainly back when the Super Nintendo was new, if this had been one of the games in my collection, I'd have been more than pleased. I mean, at this point in gaming, if you own any game in the Castlevania series, it's kind of a nice thing, because obviously it's quite a legendary series. And over the years there's been some absolutely amazing games. Oh yeah. Producer. Well, I've got to deal with some of these little ones surely. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear dear. Oh no, it was close. All the way back. I swear I got further the first time I played it, not the last time I played it. You have to get the feel for it. At the minute, I've not got the feel for it, have I? Not got the timing. If you sit here and play it for an hour, all of a sudden you become fluent in it. I like that frog. Money, it's always good. Not the frog. Let's get some bonus crates. Right, we'll deal with Skeletor first. Oh, some food. And this weapon's pretty decent. No, you bar steward. Absolute bar steward. Thought it was going well then. That's all it takes. Oh, you funk. Oh, you funker. That was a close call. Indeed. Oh, I've got to get past Medusa, surely. I've got to stop time. Everything's in my favour now. I know where the food is. I know to avoid the frog. Skeletor. Drop down for a meal. No. Where's the meal? I've got memory like a sieve. It's here. It's just here. Right. Concentration. Concentration mode activated. Where's that? Where's that bird? No. Oh my god, I didn't think I'd made it. That was close. Talk about on the edge. Oh, that bird stalled me and I've lost the best power up. Oh, happy to have any power up, I suppose. Only 14, I don't know what. Because different weapons use different amounts of hearts. If that makes any sense. Oh, come on, I swear I hit that bird. Right. Come on then, fatty. Come out. You're having a load of these to start. Dose of them. Oh, getting that excited. That's it. Took him down to Chinatown. Not even the end of level boss. That's a big enemy. Big old sprite. Where's he gone? There he is. Oh no, what am I doing? This looks like a job for the axe, so he's disappeared. Guys, you've got to be quick to get that guy. There he is. Where's he going now? There. Yes, slayed him. With the axe. Take that. Oh, what am I doing? Don't go that way. Oh no, I didn't even look. What am I doing? Can't see the wood through the trees. Oh, got him. Whoa, what's this? Everyone's having a pop now. Every bat in the country is out in force. They're such a nuisance. They've always been a nuisance, they have. Oh yes. They like to repeat this section a bit, don't they? Get the money's worth out of it. They must have been very pleased with this particular part of level design. But we'll just keep repeating it over and over and sort of call it a level. Well, it matters not. So we're on stage 3. And that was my overall aim, to get to stage 3 in under 2 hours. So at 20 minutes, we're doing well. Oh. A strange underground cavern. Nice little bit of music here. Nice bit of string arrangement. Some sort of woodwind instrument. Super Nintendo is very good at that kind of thing. The multiple channels coming in here. It's like Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells all over again. Gotta watch out for drips. I wonder if this game features the most amount of bats in any Castlevania game. There seem to be a large amount of bats doing the rounds. Oh, go on. How many does it use? It only uses one, that's a bargain. It's a cheap weapon. Oh, the axe. That probably uses 10. Oh, you know there's got to be a secret. I smell a secret out. Look at that. Oh, help yourself. What do you want? Heart mania. Bats away in old Bombay. Money, money, money. Oh my. We have hit the jackpot. Well, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? This may be the last life. I've eaten well. Oops. Can I get through there or what? Oh yeah. Walk like an Egyptian. I don't know. I don't like that potion one. I think you can actually, if you collect the same power up multiple times up to 3 times, you can increase the power of it. I think I remember that now. It's a harp, isn't it, there at the end? Don't know what's going to come sooner, me dying or me sneezing. One or the other is about to happen. Yeah, I can feel it. There you go, live action sneeze. Hopefully I didn't cover you there. I do apologise. Moving into slippery tile territory this is. Prolonged water on stone can release an algae build-up, and not sure if you can actually blow them up. I don't think you can. No, just slow them down. As is tradition, my god, that jump was harder than it looked. Nice bit of piano music here now. This is the sort of music you probably listen to at home on your stereo. Ooh. What's that, money? It's always that disappearing money in video games, though, isn't it? You know, after a while, if you don't collect it, it just sort of magically disappears without a trace. So, I suppose it's just what money was like in the olden days. Back when there was like a profession in hunting vampires. Oh, that's close. Oh man, what? Dropped to my death. Well, I'll leave it there anyway. This video has gone on for probably far too long, but if you've stuck it all the way through, then congratulations. Your swimming certificate will be in the post. So that's it for now. A fantastic weekend. Stay safe, and hopefully I'll catch you soon.